Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have once again lined up for you all, just like the stars of this planet. We have aligned once again the stars that is Joshua Nath, Ishan Lalwani, and me, myself, Kanan Nair, your host and your host from Cotton Bull Stories. So, yes, Ishan and Joshua, welcome back to the episode. And mere audience, the audience who have been waiting for specifically Joshua, who wrapped up last session very quickly because he had stopped. Don't mind, guys, he would be there this time for the full show. And our little prankster, Mr. Parker, that is Ishan Lalwani, who parked his bike, has made some time out today, is at the comfort of his home, and will be attending the full show today. So, welcome both of you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Kanan,
Kanan.
for such a lovely introduction, which isn't needed either.
यही तो करना है, बकचोदी क्रिकेट की बातें बस. तो
Nice,
तो
nice, nice.
Yes. So, without further ado, right, I will just give a heads up to our audience what we'll be talking about today. Today, we'll be talking about the much anticipated, the much hyped. I would say, probably Joshua or Ishan might not accept to what I say because I, being a hardcore CSK fan, we are used to having won trophies, right? Unlike an RCB fan. So that's giving hint to what we that is about to come to in today's episode. We will be talking about RCB women, the much hyped इस साला कप नमदे का नमदू हो गया है अभी. So that's a good thing to them. The cricketing scams that is happening with regards to the ticketing scam that is happening, we'll be talking about that and much more in the cricketing sense. What is happening with regards to IPL, the first match of the tournament? Who are our early predictions? क्या लग रहा है हमें कौन जीतेगा कौन नहीं जीतेगा? Orange cap winner, everything. But for that, all of our audience will have to stay till the end of the episode. And before that, as we all know the drill. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. That is Cotton Bull Stories. So yes, let's kick this off. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये एपिसोड को शुरू करने से पहले एकदम ही जो फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट गर्मा गर्म टॉपिक जो चल रहा है मसालेदार वाला, दैट इज इस साल कब नमदे फ्रॉम अ फ्यूचर टेंस हैज कम डाउन टू इस साल कब नमदू. दैट इज RCB has finally won a trophy after 17 years of the club and the franchisees fans cribbing about it like every single year. आके वही रोना, आके वही धोना, फिर जाके कप को घर लेके जाना. The first captain ever to win the RCB trophy for them comes as a woman. Yes, which people have not much appreciated, not given much hype to. In fact, amidst all the celebrations of it as well, Virat Kohli ka video call became the highlight of the celebration. So, talking about controversy, I will pinch it out to our Mr. Controversy, that is Ishan. Please have your thoughts about it. What do you think, Mr. Ishan?
Kanan, let me remind you, as you also mentioned, it's the women who brought the trophy for RCB, not the men, in double
Correct.
quotation mark with double underline, right? So I'm very much happy for them. If I say anyone deserves the IPL trophy the most, it's RCB, and thoroughly they deserve it. और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ उनके लिए, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. स्मृति मंदाना बैट से शायद उतना इफेक्ट नहीं डाला उन्होंने, बट कप्तानी थ्रू आउट उनकी, स्पेशली जो एलिमिनेटर गेम था जहां मामला फंसा था, एलिस पेरी ने नीचे आके जो स्कोर किया, श्रेयंका पाटिल एलिमिनेटर फाइनल, दोनों में कंट्रीब्यूशन थे उनके. यंग इमर्जिंग है, वो भी यंग टैलेंट एक भारत को मिलेगा, तो बहुत अच्छा. खुश हूं मैं आरसीबी के लिए. और एटलीस्ट कुछ अब लेकिन आप एक पॉइंट आप ये देखिए, मेंस टीम की एक्सपेक्टेशन डबल हो जाएगी. और अगर मेंस टीम इस बार भी वही करती है जो वो हर बार करते आई है, तो उनका क्रिटिसिज्म भी डबल हो जाएगा. सीधी सी बात है. तो आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू इट.
I will not be surprised if the men's supporters call out Smriti Mandana to be the next captain. Yes, Joshua,
Yeah, but
what
I
do
think
you?
it's early days for that. It's early days. I think the expectation when it comes to the RCB women versus expectation when it comes to the ICB men's team is two different things altogether. The
Yeah.
fact that RCB played exceptionally well in that very crucial eliminator game, like Kanan said, that raised the bar by more than 50% when they reached the final.
True, true.
Right, one fourth of the game is gone. 6 overs, they are 7 overs, they are 64. Delhi RCB is already looking down the barrel. But you have to mention the turnaround that happened in that game where Sophie Molyneux takes 3 wickets in an over, turns the table. Even still, then some people were skeptical. Delhi will hit back, Delhi will hit back. Sadly, Delhi did not hit at all. And they were able to only run on fumes after whatever Shafali and Meg Lanning did in the first 6, 7 overs. Excellent turnaround by RCB team. I would say a fitting win to a team that played as a unit. It did not bask on the glory of individual performances. It did not have that special, let's say, Shafali Verma moment or a Harmanpreet moment where individuals lived up to the expectation and took the team across the line. They had moments of anguish, anxiety, euphoria, and the entire team, the small bit part players, the bits and pieces players, the one major effect that I saw was the spin department of the RCB women's team. They really did a great job. Hats off to everyone. I think Smriti
Yeah, yeah,
deserves
please.
Smriti deserves the accolades for that as a leader. I am very happy as a neutral because no, I won't say
We all
neutral
are.
because my heart is with DC. My heart is definitely with DC. To be very honest, and notwithstanding where Karan is sitting right now, I did not want Mumbai Indians in the final. So I was, very happy. It was a very neutral environment for me. I just wanted DC to win. It did
So
not happen, but
Joshua,
I'm great.
just an add on to your point, DC got beaten by both MI as well as RCB.
Correct.
You
Both the Indian captains.
and one more
Yes.
thing, as what Joshua said, we all will agree with that. That cricket is a team game. So as football, cricket, all these are team games. But if I can pinpoint one performance, Alice Perry stands out for me. And
Hands
again,
down. Hands
there is
down.
one famous saying. एक हिंदी में पुरानी कहावत है कनन कि if you want to win big tournaments you need Aussie in the side. So
Correct.
that's what has happened. So Aussie हम
और
जानते हैं क्लच प्लेयर्स
दूसरे
के मतलब
दूसरे
टीम में ही होता
ऑजी
है.
दूसरे ऑजी कैप्टन को हराने के लिए एक ऑजी ही लगी भाई एट द एंड ऑफ द डे.
एग्जैक्टली पहले आप देखिए सेमीफाइनल में आपके लिए एलिस पेरी खड़ी रही. उन्होंने आपको एक रिस्पेक्टेबल टोटल दिया जिसके जिसके बाद श्रेयंका गेम में आई और आपके
एब्सोल्युटली.
बॉलर्स डिफेंड कर पाए. और अगर आप फाइनल की बात करें तो ब्लेजिंग स्टार्ट किया था शफाली और मैगलेनिंग ने. फिर कौन आता है? सोफी मोलिनो जो कि कौन है?
करेक्ट.
ऑजी.
ऑज
तो अगेन ये एक जो फैक्टर है मैं बहुत ज्यादा एक्साइटेड हूँ इस चीज के लिए क्योंकि इंडियन यंगस्टर्स भी इन स्कैम में थे आरसीबी के भी और डीसी में. तो उन्होंने देख के सीखा होगा काफी ग्रूम हुए होंगे उनकी इन एबिलिटीज से. तो
करेक्ट.
ठीक है IPL has its own perks and advantage. Hopefully Indian youngsters can utilize it to fullest.
Absolutely, Ishan and Joshua both. Like, I don't think there could have been a more, I would say, a happy or like an euphoric movement for whole of RCB and not just RCB, right? We as neutral supporters, 17 साल से कोई टीम अगर घिस रही है, not a team, I would say, a franchisee. Why would someone like put that tag of 17 साल से नहीं जीती to the women's team is I do not understand completely. I
People
would
do
say
call them RCB की जगह RCB, you know, Karan.
exactly, dude. Like seriously, and there was a point, right? If you all remember, we are all are part of some interesting cricketing groups as well on WhatsApp. There was a point जहाँ पे people were still doubting जब 9 रन चाहिए थे 10-11 बॉल में.
Yeah,
Will
I remember
RCB
a quote
choke once
people were
again?
saying कि only RCB can lose from
Can lose
here.
it
I
from
read few comments like that. Yeah.
that is the level of like I would say depth that RCB has fallen themselves to in the first place. So like as we move from one IPL format to another, that is from the women's team to the men's team, probably I would say not the much I would say why not the much hyped one, because जहां पे वुमेन्स क्रिकेट टीम का जो टिकटिंग सेशन था, जो 200 rupees, 250 rupees में you are getting tickets. Last year when it was in Mumbai, it was free for entire DY Patil Stadium में free रखा गया था. To that, to a completely 200, 300x jump in the ticketing prices. Yes, I am talking about the men's IPL, the men's IPL cricketing scam, ticketing scam rather. We have seen it in Bangalore. We have seen it in Chennai Super Kings camp. We have seen it in Hyderabad where the SRH plays. And I, of all the people, was looking forward to the RCB versus Chennai Super Kings ka first match. And probably just like me, right? Many other Indian supporters, not just CSK supporters, but Indian supporters also. थाला बहुत सालों से बोल रहे नॉट नथिंग नाउ, नॉट दिस टाइम, अगली बार फिर खेलूंगा. बट थाला का सीजन खत्म नहीं हो रहा. बट थाला के फैंस जस्ट लाइक मी डू नॉट वांट द सीजन टू एंड ओवर. इसलिए हम लोग एवरी टाइम वी गो बैक कि लास्ट टाइम शायद थाला को देखने का मौका मिला है. कमिंग बैक टू द टॉपिक, आई सॉ few of the messages in the group on Twitter, on social media, while I was myself about to book tickets. The ticketing website got live about 9 a.m. के आसपास सुबह, the MH Chidambaram Ticket Stadium, and by 9:03, 9:04 all the tickets up below the range of 5,000 were already sold out, guys. मतलब इतना मैंने करप्शन ना वर्ल्ड कप के टाइम देखा था. वर्ल्ड कप के टाइम पे भी apart from the India-Pakistan game, I could still see people getting tickets somehow. However, the website was as slow as, or I would say as fast as Internet Explorer back in the days. But still, people were able to get tickets. But यहाँ पे, I have heard from close resources, and Ishan probably coming from that industry even now would be able to add on to it, that tickets are reserved for the broadcaster teams, the sponsor teams, and the partner teams. So yeah, Ishan, Joshua, over to you guys. Please express your thoughts.
Kanan, you mentioned people are struggling to get, general people are struggling to get tickets.
Correct.
Let me remind you, even Ravichandran Ashwin is not getting that.
Absolutely.
वो उन्होंने
I saw a tweet.
को टैग करके या कि भाई मेरे को मेरे घर में जाना है, मेरे बच्चों को जाना है, तो टिकट दिलवा दो भाई. उन्होंने सीएसके को ट्वीट किया है ऐसा, बाकायदा आप देख सकते हैं उनके ट्विटर हैंडल पे. तो जितना आपने इतना एक्सप्लेन किया कि कितनी मारा मारी है टिकट्स के लिए, इवन वर्ल्ड कप से ज्यादा मारा मारी है आईपीएल के लिए. तो अब इसे आप क्रेज कह लीजिए या कुछ हद तक आप कह लीजिए कि ब्लैक किया जा रहा है टिकट्स को, जो करप्शन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू आपने उठाया.
हद तक नहीं सर, मेरे को पूरे हद तक ही वही लग रहा है.
बहुत हद तक, अगर ऑनेस्टली बोलूं तो बहुत हद तक, हदों हद तक करप्ट किया जा रहा है टिकट्स को. तो पीपल लाइक यू एंड मी आर नॉट गेटिंग. इवन वी वांटेड टू गो बट नहीं मिला. वर्ल्ड कप में भी मैंने ट्राई किया था, नहीं मिला. आईपीएल में तो इसलिए मैंने ट्राई नहीं किया क्योंकि मुझे पता था नहीं मिलेगा बाय डिफॉल्ट. तो अब ये बहुत मतलब कोई अच्छी बात तो है नहीं है, लेकिन अब इट इज व्हाट इट इज.
एब्सोल्युटली वेल पुट.
मेरे को तो लग रहा है कि यार ऐसी मारा मारी मैंने लास्ट करी थी जब मैं तत्काल टिकट बुक कर रहा था. लेकिन
यार
लेकिन मेरे को पता है कि भाई अब तत्काल टिकट भी आसानी से हो जाता है. थोड़ा सा आपको बोलना पड़ेगा.
आईआरसीटीसी के लिए मेरे मन में इज्जत बढ़ गई आईपीएल और
कसम से भाई, कसम से बोल रहा हूं मैं. आईआरसीटीसी एंड इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर बोथ, दोनों को दोनों हाथों से सलाम.
I saw a post or an image where they checked you are in queue for the ticket
90,000
for MH Chidambaram Stadium. And you are in queue, your number is 90,336.
Correct.
And the caption read, there are only 33,000 seats in the stadium. You are in queue at 90,000 position. So, I'm not sure what is black or white in corruption or anything.
मेरे को सिर्फ just 2 cents more on this topic, right? मेरे को सिर्फ एक ही चीज का बुरा लगता है. The genuine cricket fans, right? Just like the three of us, and there would be probably 500,000 or so. The genuine fans, who actually know the game, understand the game, have a thing or two for the game. They do not get the tickets, but these bloody, I would say, uh, ये sponsors के बेटे, ये sponsors की दादी, sponsors की नानी, ये influencers, the so-called influencers of the world, they get to see the match without even paying a single damn rupee. And that is where what Mr. Joshua is presenting there, symboling there, if I may, yes, that is जिसके पास पैसा है उसका पैसा बोलता है बॉस. As simple as
भाई
that.
ये पुरानी कहावत है, जिसके पास पैसा है तभी लोग पूछते हैं
बोलता
भाई
है
तू
तू
कैसा है,
कैसा है,
अदरवाइज.
करेक्ट. अभी
तो
अभी
दैट स्पीक्स अ लॉट अबाउट इट कि भाई
एग्जैक्टली.
यू नीड मनी एंड फेम. मतलब these are perhaps two words I can imagine: money and fame. Otherwise, no chance for a
Absolutely,
general people to book.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I remember very well, right? During the last IPL final, this girl, probably ये सैफ अली खान की जो बेटी है, right? सारा अली खान. She went for a match, the IPL final. और जब उसका बाद में कभी तो इंटरव्यू हुआ था, they were asking him her something about the match. और वो मैच के दौरान कहती है, मतलब इंटरव्यू के दौरान कहती है, ये which was that IPL final that we saw? It was Dhoni's team, I remember. That's it. She knew just that part of it. And इसको बॉक्स ऑफिस का जो टिकट होता है, जो हॉट बॉक्स टिकट होता है, जो 20-25 हजार वाला होता है, कॉर्पोरेट बॉक्स टिकट, वो इसको मिला था बिकॉज शी इज जस्ट अ बिग नेम इन द इंडस्ट्री. एंड दैट इज वेयर माई होल सेंटिमेंट ऑफ the people who actually want to see it do not get to see it. So yeah, that's more about us, the common people, the aam aadmi, ranting over a thing that we wanted to, just like we do in our office world as well.
So
Apart from,
current doesn't matter how much you rent, nothing going to be changed.
so before
So
before
better
anything,
not to rant about it.
before the system changes, right, let us change to the next topic of ours.
Yeah.
That is again a very interesting topic for our audience, and one where all our audience would also be interested, right? Because this is one topic जहाँ पे आप लोग को पता है कि ये साल क्या होने वाला है, कौन इंटरेस्टिंग टीम रहेगी, कौन खराब टीम रहेगी हमारे हिसाब से, एटलीस्ट ऑन पेपर. तो आइए बात करते हैं हमारे इस सीजन ओपनर जो होने वाला है फर्स्ट. दैट इज गोइंग टू बी द मच अवेटेड क्लैश. I would say not the El Clasico, definitely not the El Clasico, because El Clasico happens between two top teams. El Clasico का भी एक 5-time winner और एक how many times have RCB won? Oh,
So
sorry.
what
अरे,
does it mean, man? RCB
my
is
bad,
the top team.
my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, folks. My bad. Yeah. So yeah, coming back, and I would say the first.
That was too cheeky. That was too cheeky, Kanan.
Hey, Kanan, let me tell you, RCB have one IPL trophy.
Oh,
You just forgot. Yeah. So technically they are RCB. You cannot deny that.
absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, coming back to the subject, right? RCB versus Chennai Super Kings at the helm of Chennai. That is the den of the Abu Den, as they call it, the M. Chidambaram Stadium. A slow wicket is what we will be expecting 100%. But I feel, given the first match of the tournament, and given the fact that बहुत टाइम से चिदम्बरम में मैच नहीं हुआ, द लास्ट मैच वाज द रणजी ट्रॉफी द ग्रुप स्टेज मैच बिटवीन तमिलनाडु दैट हैपेंड देयर. उसके बाद बहुत टाइम से मैच नहीं हुआ है. द क्यूरेटर्स माइट हैव गॉट चांस टू प्रिपेयर अ फ्रेश पिच. व्हाट आर योर टेक्स, जोशुआ? आई वुड लाइक टू नो फ्रॉम यू फर्स्ट कि व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दिस मैच? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द प्रेडिक्शन, क्या लग रहा है आपको, कौन पहले बैटिंग करेगा, कौन सेकंड करेगा, क्या रहेगा स्कोर? And also, I would like to hear from you, who do you think, one player, if I may have to call, just one player, कि आपको लग रहा है कि इस पे मेरे को पूरा पैसा लगाना है, ये मेरे अंधों में काना राजा है, वो कौन होगा?
अंधों में काना राजा वाला भैया मेरे को तो ज्यादा नहीं पता है. अभी तो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू बी divulging into things like that for now. But I can definitely sense one thing, that RCB, yes, they're gung ho with whatever. I still would think that Bangalore will be the more rusty team out of the two. Lean towards Chennai Super Kings first up, because for me, they have the players who will chance their arm a little more as compared to RCB. RCB is heavily dependent on their top three. Two of those top three are Faf du Plessis and Virat Kohli. So I'm not sure how much they are, how much cricket they have behind them, for both for Faf as well as Kohli. So I will tend to go with CSK in terms of the prediction. One player that I'm really much looking forward to see do really well with an eye on a future India prospect as well is Shivam Dubey. I am a big fan of him. I really want him to do well. He's one of the few players who can take apart spinners on
At
any
will.
day, right?
At
And
will,
I am
100%.
looking forward to him. So my player who I think should do well will be Shivam Dubey. I want him to do well, and he's going to be in that position. I'm not sure if, because I remember I'm not sure what the status of his fitness, because he missed the latter chunk of the Ranji Trophy because of fitness. So I'm not sure if he's going to be starting. But that's a player that I will fancy, be wary of. CSK definitely is going to be the team to beat. I'm excited for a sure shot starter in CSK in Rachin Ravindra. And so he simply takes over from Devon Conway, who is injured for the first half, first 8 matches or so. So CSK, 55 to 60% CSK in favor, I will say. RCB, I know you are very much buoyed by the ladies team winning the cup. But sorry, Chennai is a better team, hands down, right now than RCB in the IPL.
Joshua spitting facts casually there. as the meme goes, facts थूकने का तरीका थोड़ा casual था.
Yes, casually मैं कह रहा हूँ.
So yeah, Ishan, what are your thoughts on the first match of the tournament?
Kanan, I agreed to Joshua to a little extent. वो rusty part जो उन्होंने बोला कि yeah, both will be rusty. I assume that will be the case. क्योंकि चेन्नई में आप देखिए यूजुअली ऐसे भी क्रिकेटर्स हैं जो नेशनल टीम के लिए खेलते भी नहीं है. पाक हो गए या माफ कीजिएगा MS हो गए, और भी अंबाती रायडू अगर पिछले सीजन तक वो भी खेले थे, इस सीजन वो भी नहीं है. लेकिन हमने यूजुअली चेन्नई को देखा है कि वो ऐसे क्रिकेटर्स पर रिलाय करते हैं, या तो वो टीम से बाहर चल रहे हैं, उनका टीम में जाने का कोई चांस नहीं है, या तो वो अपना छोड़ चुके हैं क्रिकेट. और
Correct.
वही है ना, मैन विद द गोल्डन आर्म. धोनी उनका करियर एक तरीके से जैसे कहते हैं आप री इन्वेंट कर देते हैं.
Correct.
जैसे आप
Correct.
जैसे बहुत एग्जाम्पल
रहाणे का लास्ट ईयर रहाणे वाज अ फाइन.
जी, मतलब रहाणे को आपने कब देखा है 29 पे 73 करते हुए लास्ट
Correct.
IPL में अंडर थाला? तो कुछ तो बात है चेन्नई में, ये तो आप इस फैक्ट को डिनाई नहीं कर सकते. 5 IPL जीते हैं. जडेजा की बैटिंग जिस हिसाब से इंप्रूव हुई है, उसमें एक थाला का भी क्रेडिट जाना चाहिए, CSK को जाना चाहिए. ऊपर बैटिंग कराते हैं जडेजा को, 5 नंबर पे चांस देते हैं उनको मैच फिनिश करने का.
मैच फिनिश भाई खत्म.
हाँ, भले ही वो बॉलिंग से शायद इतना कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं करते जडेजा T20s में, हमें सबको पता है. अनलेस एंड अनटिल चेपॉक में मैच हो रहा है और टर्निंग ट्रैक है, तो उसके अलावा जडेजा आपको 2 ओवर डालते हुए देखेंगे. फील्डिंग से तो गन फील्डर है, नो डाउट अबाउट दैट. तो अगर आप उस सेंस में देखिए टीम बॉन्डिंग और जो कोऑर्डिनेशन, ये सब चीजें आती है क्रिकेट में, तो CSK इज फार अहेड, नो डाउट अबाउट दैट. इसलिए रिजल्ट है कि 5 IPL उनके पास और RCB हैज 0, एज यू मेंशन, मेंस टीम हैज 0 एटलीस्ट. तो और अगर मैं RCB की बात करूं तो थोड़ा सा मुझे उनकी जो थिंकिंग है वो 6 एंड 7 में नजर आती है. आप देखिए यूजी चहल, टॉप क्लास T20 बॉलर,
एब्सोल्युटली.
सम अननोन रीजन से वो इंडियन टीम का भी हिस्सा नहीं है कि कंपटीशन इतना है. RCB ने उनको जाने दिया पहले, और RCB लेके आए उनकी जगह हसारंगा, जिसके लिए उन्होंने 12-14 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए. और मोर ऑफ एक और फैक्ट मैं डालना चाहूंगा कि आपकी टीम में 4 फॉरेनर रहेंगे और 7 इंडियन रहेंगे.
Correct.
अगर आप ये सोचेंगे कि मेरे 4 फॉरेनर वर्ल्ड क्लास होंगे तो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन आपको एट द एंड 7 इंडियन का भी सोचना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि जो आप रेशो देख रहे हैं 7 प्लेयर ऑलमोस्ट डबल, जो कि 4 से ऑलमोस्ट डबल प्लेयर्स इंडियन होंगे, तो आपको ये देखना पड़ेगा कि मेरे पास ऐसे इंडियन प्लेयर्स हैं जो इम्पैक्ट डालेंगे। फॉरेन तो आप ले लेंगे, अच्छे प्लेयर्स ले लेंगे, आप फैप ले आएंगे, आप मैक्सवेल ले आएंगे, लेकिन क्या आपके पास बॉलिंग लाइनअप है? एटलीस्ट इंडियन पेसर्स है आपके पास, एमआई के पास जैसे बुमराह है। एसआरएच के लिए, एसआरएच इतना अच्छा नहीं किया हाल फिलहाल में, लेकिन उनके पास एक टाइम पे पीक पे भूवी थे और
करेक्ट
मुस्तफिजुर जरूर थे, अगर फॉरेन कोटा से बात करें। तो क्या आपके पास वो गेंदबाज है जो फाइट दे पाएंगे?
करेक्ट।
ठीक है, ये तो राम कहानी मैंने आपको कही, लेकिन अगर आप मेरी प्रिडिक्शन मांगे तो आई विल गो विद द फ्लो, आरसीबी इज विनिंग द फर्स्ट गेम।
फ्लो की बात करते करते ईशान ने सटली साइड चेंज कर दिया है यहाँ पे आते
मैंने जो भी आरसीबी के लिए कहा, मैंने काइंड ऑफ कवर अप कर दिया उसको।
it's good that the ratio is 1:1. नो डाउट्स। मैं किसको फेवर करूंगा यहाँ पे? ऑफ कोर्स द टीम, द एक्चुअल विनिंग टीम आई वुड से, who has won the last year's IPL and is going to be a defending champions this year, Chennai Super Kings. For me, why I would say that is two reasons to it, right? First, जो आरसीबी का जो मेन कोर जिसको मैं कहता हूँ, ग्लेन मैक्सवेल, the KGF as they call it, Glenn Maxwell, then Faf du Plessis, Virat Kohli. These players have not played any real, I would say, competing cricket. विराट कोहली कमिंग ऑफ फ्रॉम अ वेरी लॉन्ग ब्रेक, और जैसे हम लोगों को भी साथ में होता है, राइट? सैटरडे संडे ऑफिस की छुट्टी होते हैं, मंडे को मंडे ब्लूज होता है, तो विराट कोहली फर्स्ट मैच ऑफ कोर्स। सो कहीं ना कहीं ये फीलिंग वुड बी देयर अक्रॉस ऑल। एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट their core not performing, if their core doesn't perform, I don't think RCB performs ever, and that has been their problem, and they have failed to address it for the 17 past years, which the women's team have done it in this season, and hence they have won it. Coming back to Chennai Super Kings mein the team lineup, the core remains the same. न्यूजीलैंड कोटा वहां पे भर भर के है, एक अलग ही कोटा सिस्टम चला के रखा है फ्लेमिंग भाई ने अपने। न्यूजीलैंड कोटा चल रहा है वहां पे, दैट इज रनिंग। डेवन कॉनवेज इंजरीज आई वुड से अ ब्लेसिंग इन डिसगाइज, क्योंकि रचिन रविंद्र कम्स इन, ही गिव्स यू दैट लेफ्ट आर्म बॉलिंग ऑप्शन टू, जस्ट लाइक आई वुड से रविंद्र जडेजा और मिचेल सैंटनर, जो बेचारा अब तक बाहर बैठा है, उसको एक मैच नहीं खेलने मिल रहा है। So that is a problem, but the only problem for them is probably a death bowling option, जहां पे उनके पास सही से bowlers नहीं है। I still feel so. Yeah, Joshua, go ahead.
See, one thing we note in Chennai Super Kings, they have two not senior, but Indian pace bowlers, not pace bowlers, but seam bowlers in Tushar Deshpande and Shardul Thakur, who are coming from very high confidence of winning the Ranji Trophy.
Very good point.
So even if they don't have dead bowling, but they have at least informed bowling.
Correct.
They will know that if they come and if Dhoni tells them to bowl, these are the two bowlers who will not go wrong most of the time. Tushar Deshpande and Shardul Thakur. So Chennai is already starting off already in some kind of confidence as compared to RCB, who are depending on.
Tell you one thing.
Yeah, please.
I trust Shardul Thakur more of a batter rather than his bowling.
Yes, that is obviously there.
He has a knack of leaking runs. He has that tendency to leak runs. We have seen that more often than not.
Ishan, you never rule out Lord Thakur.
That's why Lord for a reason.
Lord Thakur has that knack of taking wickets, and when he is playing under Thala, he's a different bowler altogether. We remember that 2022 wala tournament where he came every time CSK were under pressure. If you remember the finals against KKR also, wahan pe bhi CSK was under pressure when these guys were playing very good. He came and break through. तो कहीं ना कहीं उसमें वो टैलेंट है ब्रेक थ्रू करने का।
आपको अगर मेरा पॉइंट एक गलत साबित करना है तो मैं खुद गलत साबित कर देता हूं उसको। रिमेंबर द फाइनल अगेंस्ट एमआई, लास्ट बॉल पे 1 रन 2 रन चाहिए थे, शार्दुल वाज ऑन स्ट्राइक, शार्दुल द बैटर, और
Against
मल्टी वाले
Malinga.
उनको एलबीडब्ल्यू
Against
कर दिया.
Malinga. I remember.
Yeah, so
2019 it
technically,
was.
yeah,
Yes, obviously. So you compare the Chennai lineup to RCB lineup, who are heavily dependent on Mohammad Siraj, the other pace bowler Indian that they have. We had a recent look at is Akashdeep. So RCB, Siraj and Akashdeep,
absolutely.
along with right the local Indian batters for RCB, apart from Kohli, you find that who all are there? You only have maybe Maipal Lomror who is there for
Patidar will be
RCB,
coming
right?
back.
Patidar will be coming back. That's a good thing for them.
Patidar will be there, yes. You have Anuj Rawat, who's a multifaceted player. So it's going to be early. RCB is going to be more of a slow starter, I feel, as compared to CSK.
Hey,
हाँ हाँ.
you told RCB will be more of a slow starter. I just want to ask, कभी peak भी करती है RCB?
They peaked.
पीक करेगी मेरे
They
मेरे
they
ख्याल
peaked.
they will be.
Yeah, remember the last time they played final? That was 2016. So they
Yes.
had a monster in the lineup in form of Mitchell Stark. Yes, you mentioned Chris Gayle. Yes, you mentioned ABD. Yes, you mentioned Virat Kohli. ठीक है भाई, आपने बैटिंग को तो बम्बार्ड कर दिया इतना, लेकिन अपार्ट फ्रॉम सिराज आपके पास कोई ऐसा बॉलर है लाइनअप में जो विकेट टेकर है? चहल तो थे, बट उन्होंने उन आरसीबी को नहीं अच्छे लगे, उन्होंने छोड़ दिया. तो भाई
भाई
ऐसे तो नहीं जीत
भाई
पाओगे ना आप.
10 करोड़ देके लिए अल्जारी जोसेफ.
मतलब
अल्जारी जोसेफ है, उनके पास लोकी फर्गसन है.
करेक्ट.
आई थिंक दे हैव वेरी सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ बॉलिंग. सो बॉलिंग में वैरायटी जो है ना, उनको
Correct.
स्पिन में केवल मिल रहा है वाया करण
अच्छा.
शर्मा दी लेग स्पिनर, राइट. एंड यू हैव who else? Glenn Maxwell, I think, is going to be their very experienced spin bowling option for them. There is Will Jacks as
Correct.
well, who may be used. But I'm not that much confident about RCB bowling. So they have less variety in their attack as compared to Chennai Super Kings. But I think we can
yeah.
rest it here with CSK starting a little
Absolutely.
ahead of
That
RCB.
is
Yeah.
that is where even RCB has been resting for a while. So yes, everyone, as we have spoken about the much anticipated game already, let's now talk about the much anticipated tournament at a whole. Yes. तो कौन होगा हमारा टीम इस पूरे आईपीएल का टॉप 4 टीम, along with the winner, the runner up, the orange cap player, and no prizes for the top 3 guesses. orange cap में पूरे टूर्नामेंट, पूरे इंडियन क्रिकेट में कोई इंजर्ड रहे ना रहे, KL Rahul definitely comes up when it's about the orange cap. So I will leave that joke for the later stage of it, and the purple cap winner and the emerging players. So 5 prestigious, I would say, spots that we want to. I would like Ishan you to throw your thoughts into it. कोई अपने जादू की झप्पी निकाल के एक प्रेडिक्शन मार दो यार.
टॉक ज्यादा चल रहे हैं उनके कि कैसा अंदर माहौल होगा आफ्टर रोहित इज नॉट कैप्टनिंग दैट देम एनीमोर. तो देखना मैं इंटरेस्टिंग भी होगा कैसे रोहित खेलते हैं अंडर हार्दिक पांड्या. Since after 2013, Rohit hasn't played under any MI captain since he was
Correct.
himself the captain.
Correct.
तो देखते हैं.
A true Mumbai fan probably who is just wishing कि यार काश रोहित फिर से आ जाता. Any guesses on the orange cap, the purple cap? क्या लगता है ईशान, क्या होगा करके?
Orange cap, I think it will be either from Yashasvi Jaiswal or Josh Butler.
Yeah, Joshua, over to you. What do you think, man?
Okay. So for me, the top 4 teams, I'll start with that. The top four teams for me, number one team is the top. I'll go with top 2 teams. My top 2 teams are Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians.
Okay.
Then the next 2 teams, it's going to be like there are like 3-4 teams who can vie for these 2 spots, but I am backing. It's a toss-up like I'm actually at a I so want Delhi Capitals to do well, but I this time I don't see them in the top four. Sadly, I do not see Lucknow Super Giants in the top four. Same is the case with Punjab Kings. I don't see them in the top four.
Nothing new, Joshua.
Yes, right. So for me, there are three teams who are going to be the number three and number four, right? And those three teams are going to be very closely fought between Rajasthan Royals,
True.
Royal Challengers Bangalore, and Sunrisers Hyderabad. What number in the top four teams to watch out for? Definitely, hands down. Rajasthan Royals because it has a good mix of Indian players, and Royal Challengers Bangalore because they still have some firepower left
Right.
in terms of Faf du Plessis, Kohli, Maxwell. So those guys are there who can definitely keep them in the mix in the middle, and then up and at the end business end anything can go. So for me, there are going to be five teams. Like I said, Chennai, Mumbai, top two, and then for me, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Rajasthan Royals, and Sunrisers Hyderabad. So for me, it's going to be the top four eliminator playoff and final will be played by these five
Joshua,
teams.
Joshua just became a Hrithik Roshan, sending four top four with an extra thumb.
अरे जोशुआ आई रिमेम्बर वो जो शार्दुल के लिए मैंने बोला था आई रिमेम्बर दैट फॉर पैट कमिंस टू पैट कमिंस
करेक्ट करेक्ट देखो मेरे
ही
उम्मीदें
कैन
हैं मुझे
जी
ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाड़ी की अगर बात कर रहे हैं तो मुझे उम्मीदें हैं ट्रेविस हेड से जो कि 2023
हाँ
साल
जी
का सबसे बड़ा विलन था ट्रेविस हेड जो कि
फिर वही वर्ल्ड कप की बात है।
जी 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 वो चीज कभी हमारे जहन से निकल नहीं सकती हमने आंखों से देखा है और आंखों से निकाला भी है सो या
भाई
सो आई
आई रिमेम्बर ही वाज विद आरसीबी टू तो बेसिकली ट्रेविस वाज बिट लुक सिमिलर लाइक एबी डिविलियर्स so
करेक्ट।
people used to get confused between ABD and Travis Head while fielding. तो ये भी एक पॉइंट है कि आरसीबी के साथ भी थे ट्रेविस हेड जो ऑजी फैक्टर आप मेंशन कर रहे हैं लेकिन जो मैंने करण शर्मा के लिए भी कहा शायद आरसीबी आके जो लक वो लाते नहीं है लक उनका चला जाता है वो भी तो एक
Absolutely.
फैक्टर अगर आप
I
ये
remember very well Moeen Ali and Shane Watson leaving RCB the very next season, winning it with Chennai Super Kings.
करेक्ट करेक्ट
देयर आर
करेक्ट या
फ्यू देयर आर मैनी मैनी एग्जांपल ऑफ दैट
for me
ठीक है तो
the orange cap the orange cap uh, I have a toss up between Shubman Gill and Yashasvi Jaiswal. I think I am seeing Shubman Gill as a captain. I think everything depends on how he bats. मुझे थोड़ा सा मिरर इमेज लग रहा है if he can like it may not be a great thing but I see him getting more into the KL Rahul kind of mode.
दैट्स आई हैवंट पिक देम तो और उसके अलावा अगर इफ यू आस्क मी पर्पल कैप तो आई एम गोइंग विथ मोहम्मद सिराज
the RCB fans all over the globe would want
No,
that to
not as
happen
a
for
fan.
sure.
I think there is a very realistic chance कि पहला इकलौते स्ट्राइक बॉलर है आरसीबी के तो ही कैन ब्रिंग अप फ्रंट ऑब्वियसली और डेथ में साफ विल हैव टू गो फॉर हिम तो डेथ में भी भाई रन्स तो पड़ते हैं बट एट द सेम टाइम विकेट्स मिलने के भी चांसेस ज्यादा हो जाते हैं तो आई एम टेकिंग ऑल दोज numbers into account so I'll back Siraj to back purple this
After
time
all the permutation and combinations, our
yeah
experts have come up with their pittori of predictions, and मेरे को लग रहा है ये pittor of predictions is going to be somewhere down the line, right? At least if not एक individual का सब prediction, but I feel a combination of all the predictions might come right for sure. कि शायद आपका ऑरेंज कैप जीत जाए, जोशुआ का पर्पल कैप जीत जाए, and the team that I am now going to announce might be end up as the winner, and no doubts about it. For me, being a Chennai Super Kings fan, it's very disheartening for me to not support CSK this season because for me, as Ishan said, logically and practically, if I'm talk about the team of that tournament for me would be Rajasthan Royals. Why I am saying that is because they have the most informed players, the most confident players, and the team management in a way, ever since Sangakkara has taken it over, they have built young guns. And उस यंग गन एक यंग फॉर्मूला को कहीं ना कहीं आई फील they will end up winning the tournament because they have Yashasvi Jaiswal, they have the power of Josh Butler, they have the बटन के जैसे स्विच के तरह ऑन एंड ऑफ होने वाले संजू सैमसन, they have Yuzvendra Chahal, they have the ever so daring Mr. Military Retirement के बेटे, that is Dhruv Jurel, they have Ravichandran Ashwin, they also have Trent Bolt. They do not have one match winner, they have 7-8 match winners, and given their single day, they can beat any team. And it's just about them picking one right spot or one block correctly. Last season also they started off brilliantly, 5 matches on a trot, then ended up losing 3 or 4 matches if I remember correctly on a trot. सिर्फ वो फिक्स करना उनके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. वंस दे फिक्स दैट, आई कैन अश्योर यू ऑन एनी गिवन डे they can beat the likes of Mumbai Indians in Mumbai, they can beat the likes of Chennai Super Kings in Chennai, which they did last year. So I will not be surprised if they do it once again. So yeah, this
Kanan, but I didn't say they are winning an IPL.
मैं इसलिए बोला कि वो लोग जीतेंगे इस साल फॉर श्योर. Apart from it, if I want to call out probably the orange cap, the purple cap player, right? The orange cap player, for me, like as we have all called out Yashasvi Jaiswal, even I wanted to call out Yashasvi Jaiswal, but I feel this tournament would be of Ruturaj Gaikwad, the batting Ruturaj Gaikwad, and bowling. If I have to pick one individual, right? I had about 2-3 names in my mind, but I feel if Mumbai ends up in top 3 or top 4, then this new pacer, the new sensation called as Nuwan Thusara, who's the replica of a Malinga and a Pathirana, a mixture of both, might end up delivering the goods that the peak Malinga did. So yeah, these are my early predictions for what would happen at the end of the day, suppose by end of May, if the elections goes well for India. So yes, that's all our audience for today's episode.
If you liked the episode, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Cotton Bowl Stories. आपके लाइक करने और आपके शेयर करने से मुझे और प्रोत्साहन मिलेगा ऐसे और वीडियोस बनाने के लिए. हेंस प्लीज बेल आइकन पे क्लिक करना. बेल आइकन के नीचे ही आपको सब्सक्राइब करके एक बटन दिखेगा, सब्सक्राइब करके बटन को क्लिक करिएगा. हमारा टारगेट है जल्द से जल्द 500 सब्सक्राइबर्स को पाने का. तो आशा करता हूँ आप लोग ऐसे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करेंगे, हमें सपोर्ट करेंगे ताकि हम ऐसे वीडियोस और बनाते रहेंगे. सो दिस इज योर होस्ट एंड योर दोस्त Kanan Nair signing off from Cotton Bowl Stories. Thank you.